All right, that took a little bit more time than I thought it would. Hey guys, hey, what's going on? Hey, hi, it's me, Tech Drink. How you guys doing? You'd think after all that time, I would remember what I was going to say, but I don't. Oh well. Then let me start with this. To anybody watching back to back to back, I'm sorry. Because in the last episode, we had a little bit of a weird awkward skip because we entered a new stage of Ataraxia. However, we entered a new stage of Ataraxia, and I was like, hey, I've gotten struck for the music of these movies before. Why don't I just mute the music, or at least make it terribly quiet, so they can't say or do anything about it? And unfortunately, it was not enough. So I had to edit out this specific movie here, which I'm not going to play again because that would be incredibly foolish of me to do so. But if it were to happen again, I have the. Do I have it? No. I'll put in. Oh yes, I do. Oh yes, I do. I'll put in the modesty BB here over it so that I can play it, or fucking something. Because I don't like being struck like that. It's weird. What else? There is one thing I did go see the new live action Lilo and Stitch movie. It's not as bad as everyone is going to say it is, but I don't have the time or energy to get into the why of it because I ate too much and now I feel like garbage. But I want to stream anyway because that's going to help me through it at least a little bit. Plus I like doing these anyway. So as I adjust my seating position one more time for the third time this video. Oh, speaking of, and this may or may not become more of a thing as time goes. At time of recording, this is a recording because Twitch does not want to play ball with me. And I think I could theoretically do pardon me, super burpy because of it, and I also forgot to take my medicine. I hope that doesn't come up later. I could do it some like key way encryption. I don't know. I don't want to do it that way. It doesn't seem stable to me. Doing it the way that I probably could do it. I just don't want to take any risks. It's weird, and I don't have anybody to explain any of this stuff to me, so I'm just going to keep doing as I normally do. But on that note, this is 100% a recording. There is no Twitch VOD, I guess, to go along with it. I'm still going to name it as a VOD for ease of naming's sake, but at the night this was recorded, there was no live stream for whatever that matters to anybody. But all that being said, we are in a new chapter of Ataraxia. Is there a continue? Let's continue. Oh, that's right. And I would like to dive right in. So without further ado, let's get to it. With whatever's going on over there, and we can talk to Karen now. Let's see what's up with the bridge. I think it has something to do with that strange blonde kid. Huh? In the middle of the bridge, something strange catches my eye. Stopping in my tracks, I observe for a bit, yet I still have absolutely no idea what this person's doing or even planning to do. Just what are you trying to do? Thankfully, there's no one else around. Feeling the need to question this suspicious character, I start climbing up the steel frame to get closer. What's happening? Everything's quiet on the upper deck. There's no street closures or anything, yet there isn't a single car to be seen. Oh fuck, it's the ore farmer. There stands the suspicious-looking man. Hey, what are you doing in a place like this? Well, that goes for you as well. Mind telling me what you're up to, wandering around aimlessly like you are? Not that this is any different from the usual, but I'm impressed once again. We get along so poorly that it almost ends up being a relief instead. I am acting well within the bounds of common sense. The sidewalk is down there, you know. What are you doing here? They say that only fools and smoke like heights, so it's not as if you like... my bad. He does seem like the type. Say, you don't like being high up for the hell of it, do you? I'm alright with heights about as much as the average guy, but not to the point where I'd go looking for them every day. Regular humans would be plain terrified at the height, wouldn't they? There's something wrong with being a living creature that feels no fear in a spot where one false step could leave you plummeting to your death. No, not going to mention any names. So do you? It's not exactly someone else's problem, so I'd like to be clear on that. It's just something born out of necessity. My basic interests won't change no matter how many months or years pass. My employer's the one to blame. Well, how shall I put it? From the standpoint of a mage, you should view someone's preference for heights as a strength and leave it at that. Looking like neither one of us can stand further conversation, we both grow silent. I can't help but feel a certain kind of sympathy established between us by those last words. Well then, let's pretend this conversation never happened, for our mutual benefit for once. Good idea. Here's some advice. If you do end up taking a trip abroad, try to avoid any sightseeing with you-know-who. Bridges are bad luck for you, even more than towers. Stay away from the kind that might have songs written about them in particular, if you value your life. London Bridge? What? I'm grateful for the valuable warning. But can't that fate be changed? Well, depending on your effort, you should at least be able to postpone it. It seems like one cannot change their own fate by their power alone. Bringing about decisive change requires the help of others, is what he seems to be saying. The problem is the only other who seems likely to have any involvement with Shirou's actions on that reportedly unlucky bridge is the very same devil who would push him off. What kind of warning is that? Like a death sentence. Don't go planning my funeral just yet. Oh, what's this? You're capable of preparing yourself at least, aren't you? Thames River's pretty harsh. What's the London Bridge? Thames River's pretty harsh in the winter, you know. It'd be to your benefit to train yourself into a really good swimmer. Look at him. What a jolly smile on his face. Don't talk about it like it's someone else's problem, you. Whatever, forget it. I don't want to talk so far into the future. What I want to hear about is this bridge. I'd like to hear what possessed you to encamp yourself in such a high up place. You planning on continuing the Holy Grail War after all? It's an event that has already come to pass. As the result of the confrontation that had nothing to do with either of us, Shirou, unable to cross the bridge, changed into able to cross instead. No longer can Shirou be stopped from crossing the bridge at night. However, Archer remains. Do they plan to stay here, doing this over and over again until the Holy Grail War continues? Continuing the Holy Grail War, huh? Well, I can't deny that I have a certain fondness for those battles with Saber. But my objectives have changed a little. Actually, rather than having changed my mind, I should say that what I've seen what I have to do. Are you talking about fighting with the guys trying to continue the Holy Grail War? I've had my sights fixed on that enemy from the start. Observing the town below from the roof of the building was just a part of the plan. I don't even know how many of those familiars invading Shinto I've shot down by now. Familiars? You mean those dog-like beasts? The very same. This doesn't sound pretty strange, but I have the feeling that the same few days have been repeating themselves. I came to realize it was pointless. When was it again? Yesterday, or else just now? The reasoning that Archer realized it was meaningless is something he himself doesn't seem to be aware of. Just as there's no connection between myself from last time and the self here now, Archer's previous and current actions are similarly unconnected. I see. Either way, it looks like you gave up on the rooftop sniping. Did you shoot down so many of them you just got tired of it? Tired of it, huh? It certainly does seem like I've been doing the same thing over and over. However, even if this day is truly completely unchanged from yesterday, I never thought it was meaningless enough to make me tired of doing this. If all that mattered was whether I was tired of it or not, I could have kept on doing the same thing for decades. Even if it went on completely unchanged without a single thing out of the ordinary ever happening? Naturally, reality isn't like some book you can read so much that you get sick of it. Even if you're repeating the same thing, it's not like it counts for nothing. If someone who got fed up with that repetition were to exist, it'd only be after going through the same Holy Grail war hundreds of million, or hell, trillions of times. Only then you'd start to feel that way. Going through it trillions of times, huh? But Archer, after going through that repetition hundreds of millions of times, is most likely tired of sniping. It's the same with me. According to Tosaka, this is less a loop than a restart. But I have no way of knowing just what number I am in the long series of Emi Shiros who have failed. Well, whatever. If you claim you quit sniping, then I'd like to know what you're still doing hanging around here. Gonna demolish the bridge this time or something? Well, frankly, I'm still not convinced. He glares in the distance. Those hawk eyes that could see an enemy 1,000 miles away are looking out at Miyama, towards the mountain behind the Ryudo Temple. Call it concern. Even if it were true, I'd have no obligations keeping me here. But for now, I think I'll hold on to the advantageous position up here, just in case something should happen. Holding on to the advantageous position? Sheesh, you're stationed for a fight, aren't you? You're the one I'm not anxious about. It's those familiars swarming over Shinto. Judging from what you said earlier, you've seen them too, right? Oh yeah. Seeing them is the least of it. I have been killed by those bastards who knows how many times. At least 2. An unidentifiable swarm of beasts. When the 4th day turns to night, they spread over Fuyuki like a black stain until they blot out entirely. It seems like Archer also treats them as an enemy. I see. So you were sniping up there from the intention of bringing them down. Yeah, but I gave up on that. I couldn't defeat them. No. There's no need to defeat them to begin with. They're harmless. They disappear on their own if you leave them alone. What? There's no need to defeat them to begin with? What the hell are you saying? The way they rampage through the city at night, who knows how many people they might kill? What the hell are you saying? Did they really cause that much of an uproar? Do you really think that others would keep quiet about it? I don't know where you got that idea, but there shouldn't have been so much as a single victim so far. This time for sure I'm utterly surprised. There were no humans killed by the monsters? No, that is correct. That mage and her servant doesn't exist in this town. In the same way that people killed by the monsters didn't exist here in the first place. Come to think of it, that's true. But at the same time, you can't exactly call them harmless. They don't kill anyone, just wander, nothing more. Though they do seem to have a purpose. Those monsters seem to have materialized in the city looking for something. That's the conclusion the servant who has sniped many thousands of monsters came to. Now then, there seems to be an obstacle on my path, but I got a pretty good grasp of the situation. As far as getting in position goes, the top of that arch should do. Finished with the inspection, Archer leaves the overpass. Don't loiter around here too long. You're the one at the core of this Holy Grail war. The play will never end without the main actor on stage. Shifting into spirit form, Archer disappears without bothering to get down to the footbridge. I stand on the empty road, a stage devoid of the actors. The monsters have a purpose. Those words refuse to leave my head. Ooh, new wallpaper. We'll see that later. Yeah, Amia residence. Who has something new to say? We'll keep that for later. Let's hang with Saber. We're home. We have returned, Shirou. Oh, cool, welcome back. Our two gluttons have come back in high spirits. They're carrying an unfamiliar paper bag. We went all the way to Shinto. Yep, bringing Saber Chat all sorts of places was totally worth it. Everyone gave us extra stuff. You dragged Saber someplace weird again, didn't you? What's with that tone? It sounds like you want to say something that everything good is because of Saber-chan, and everything bad is because of me. Let's go, Saber-chan. Shirou, who doesn't understand a woman's heart, shouldn't just stay there sweeping into the sunsets. I remember reading this one already, but I don't remember if we got that on stream, so. Taiga? Shirou? We, fine by me. But what were they doing in Shinto? That bag has really piqued my interest. Once I'm done cleaning the entranceway, should I try asking about it indirectly? Maybe. There's only one way to get someone to talk. A small, poorly lit room with a single desk and a gift of fried court butter, boiled eel or ramen. But since lunch is already over, I decided to prepare tea with chocolate truffles instead. The two of them should be in Saber's room. For some reason, they were in a real hurry to get there. They're back. Excuse me. Sakura and Ryder came back. Okay. I was half right. There's not enough tea for two more. Oh well, we'll have them wait. Hey, you two. Tea's ready. Yes, this one. The door slides open. I come in and shut the door behind me like always. The fact that I managed to hold onto the tray is nothing short of a miracle. Oh, sorry, Saber. My bad. My thoughts freeze for a moment. I produce a mechanical response. Doing my best not to drop the tray. As calmly as I can, I promptly reach for the door handle. I should have knocked. I'll be gone in a flash. Wait, the swimsuit. I thought I would try it on. We went to Shinto to buy a swimsuit, actually. Taiga kindly helped me select a few, and even the store clerk said it would really suit me, but I'm not so sure. And I thought I would see for myself in the mirror. Sorry about that. I'll make sure to knock from now on. And thus, Shirou, I'd like you to have a look at the comments as well. Yeah, sure. Just tell me when you're done changing. Well, I could save a high. I did one of these already, but I don't remember which one. All right, Saber, I'll step outside for a moment. Right, I will not take long to finish changing, so would you please wait here, Shirou? Right here? Yes, I'll be done soon enough. If you were to leave, I have a feeling you would somehow find an excuse to avoid this. Why? Me? No. Thank you. But despite her assurances, here she is, squirming about, and clearly having trouble with her clothes. The atmosphere is definitely not Saber-like. Shirou. Yeah. The ribbon got undone. Where do you think this could have been tied at? Rib- I don't know. If I could ask you to check instead. No, not doing that. It's just put something on already. That's right. Saber, get your armor out. Why? There are no enemies to be seen here. There's something on already. Yes, that's right. This is the only other time that I unmuted. Would this be acceptable? Yeah, that works. Tension gone all at once. I plunked down on the floor. Shirou. Hmm? After all, this battle uniform does suit me, right? What? Yes, this is how I've been from the start. Since the like are such splendid ornaments are. Wait. No, there's no need for consolation. Seeing your troubled self and the relief it brought on just a moment ago, there can only be one conclusion. It's just a misunderstanding. A naked figure is enough to throw anyone into a panic. Is that so? My own naked body. Just how does she see herself? Frankly, I have no clue. Damn. How am I supposed to make her understand? Yep, here it is. Just gonna flip this on real quick. What's up with the creepy helmet? That's to be clear. I could just barely hear it. Wait, the only one that could be singing like this. What is happening? How can I get a config? Oh. I forgot to hit OK.
おいえビッグブラザーが僕らを見ているビッグブラザーが僕らを聞いている
And Dita is Taika heading towards this room.
僕らはみんなビッグブラザーの息子だから僕らはブラザーを愛するだけど僕らは知ったのさ愛を語ったその夜に真っ黒な車がやってきて
We're all Big Brother's sons. That's why we love our own brother. But we ran away, betrayed the love, and here comes a big car in a pitch black night.
Saber! その格好
Saber, your armor!
はいしまったこれを見られては
Right. Oh no, we cannot let us see this.
僕らはみんな刑務所送り灰色の壁の中で知ったのさ僕らはみんな人間だビッグブラザーの息子なんかじゃないだけど
You're in the prison, great walls all around. We're all humans, not some Big Brother's children yet.
そういえばこの中に隠れろ
Saber, hide in here. I push her in the closet.
シロ
Shirou.
Oh no! Oh no! ネズミはやめてネズミ Oh no ネズミ
What are her weird little songs? Oh no, little mouse. Little mouse, stop it, little mouse. Oh no, little mouse.
セイバーちゃんいるかな
I think it's about time we finish up with that. For now, again. Saber-chan, are you in here? Huh? Shirou? Yo, hey, whoa, hey, if you're looking for Saber, she is not here. The tension almost turns my voice inside out. Oh, is that so? I was just gonna ask her about today's shopping. You seem to think we were starting a restaurant tour journal, though. I see. I guess stuff like that is okay once in a while. Oh, you suddenly so understanding. Great. I leave you for 30 minutes. You've grown up already. Good boy. Yeah, I left the male viewpoint behind for a moment and saw through the eyes of another gender. And that's why you should really go back to the living room, Fujini. Now that you've told me, go back I shall. But why are you in Saber-chan's room anyway? I guess my trick didn't work out. Yeah, fuck. Knowing Fujini, I thought I actually could. Oh, you know, I just brought tea for Saber. I wonder where she went. Seriously. Oh, that's right. Maybe you can try the dojo? Ooh, chocolate snacks too? She isn't listening. Oh wait, this may be a blessing in disguise. These prized chocolate truffles, a rare and unique double phantasm that will be more than enough to distract her. Yeah, why don't we have some tea, Fujini? If we go out on the veranda, I'm sure she'll be lured up by the chocolate in no time. Fujini's staring at the back of the room with suspicion. Following her line of sight, a tray on top of the table, an open paper bag left on the floor, and finally Saber's regular clothes, methodically folded away in the corner of the room. Shirou? A piece of fatally incriminating evidence has been left behind. This would be a good time to get anemia, go pale and faint. Oni-chan thinks those clothes look an awful lot like the one that Saber-chan was wearing earlier. She must have several sets of her favorite hand-me-downs from Tosaka. Still warm. She must have just taken them off. Why would Saber-chan be changing, I wonder? For a bath, maybe? Did she run naked from here? Well, I bet she's still in this room. Shirou! You're annoying the neighbors, Fujini! Shut up! Our neighbors are all good people. They won't complain no matter how much noise we make. Whether we start a kitchen utensil band or launch fireworks. Wonderful. A level of indifference worthy of an average city dweller. Yeah, right. With all the strange noise you keep making, they probably just gave up. Diverting the subject is futile. Let us go and discover the scene of this inappropriate conduct. Surrender yourself! All I did was bring the tea. This is all a misunderstanding. Miss over, who cares? You untrust Saber-chan, scheming bad things. But then me, a bearer of justice, appears on the stage. Oh no, this guy's top class, you think, and hides Saber-chan in the closet. Let's see, you're seen through in 1 minute and 20 seconds flat. Oh, wrong, totally wrong, except for the closet bit. Just say it was 80 seconds already. So how about a little inspection? I knew someone who used to like jokingly laugh like that. Hope you're ready, Shirou. Ready for what, I wonder? Oh, I wish I could just disappear. Enter my own spirit form. It's alright, Saber-chan. A regular servant will be able to dematerialize. Not Saber. She has no spirit form. Huh? Yeah, I'm already done for. So it's come to this. Pardon me, it seems I dozed off. Did something happen, Tiger? That voice. It's gotta be Saber-chan. So why are you in the closet with a raincoat on? I simply happen to be in the mood for it. Occasionally. What kind of mood? So that's where you are, Saber. And I didn't even notice. Oh, so that's where you were, Saber. And I didn't even notice. I see. Righty, being too shy to show herself to Shirou, she hid in the closet instead. The super maiden. Huh? But you know, this is the kind of pure innocence I admire. What are you saying, Fujini? And that's where you come in, Shirou. Now that your Onichan improves, you may even get your lovey-dovey. Come on, Saber. Now that your Onichan improves, it may even get lovey-dovey. Come on, Saber-chan, it's time. I refuse. Oh, you, Saber-chan. Onichan might have to resort to using force, you know. Please stop. You ought to realize that you're still no match for me, Tiger. What do I do now? Are asking me. She briefly takes out the sword. Oh, that has a shitpost-like quality that I just... Ugh. Only in Hollow Ataraxia, look at that. Ugh. It's a tough choice. However, we cannot allow Fujini to save Saber's true form. For Fujini's own sake, if anything. Do it, I signal to her. To Full of fighting spirit, Fujini comes charging at Saber. Please forgive me, Tiger. The two of them circle around the overcrowded room. The skill advantage is overwhelmingly on Saber's side, but... And don't take it like this, Saber-chan. Take that, Fujiri, secret technique. Secret truffle throw. A black projectile flies through the air. Isn't that a chocolate truffle I brought with the tea? Her extremely sharp dynamic vision became her downfall. Instinctively, Saber follows the path of the flying chocolate. Chance! Toya! It's over. Huh? Who do you think you're all wasting food like that, Tiger? Hurry up and notice already, Saber. So how do we explain the R right over now? Well, I have no clue. Oh, so that's what you had on, Saber-chan. What do you mean by that? Fujini, with an outfit like that, it must have been so embarrassing to show yourself to Shirou. I see, yes, Fujini, aren't you surprised at all? Why would I be? Well, you know, the armor she's wearing? The plate mail stuff? Right, awesome cosplay. Cosplay. They show those in the news sometimes. So this must be a really fashionable one. That's what I thought anyway. Living in a peaceful country, one peaceful inhabitant's peaceful way of thinking. Peace is a wonderful thing. That's exactly right. This is a cosplay. Came out great, right? Really? And that's actual steel, isn't it? That's the main attraction. I didn't know we had such a skilled craftsman in this town. I made it myself, in the storehouse. Yeah, I could see you having the skill and the willpower for it. It was, oh man, it was tough. Many times, almost gave up. Yep, That's great. As your guardian, Oni-chan is happy for you. By the way, what motivated you? Well, you know, got a request from the cultural festival. That's in a couple days. Now that's definitely a lie. See, Saber-chan, Had those from way back when. What? When did I ever appear in front of you in this form? Watching a history drama at lunch, playing a game. So when Saber-chan gets round up, those are her special go-to clothes, basically. What do I even begin to say? Whenever Saber gets really into it, she unconsciously transforms. Yeah, they do suit you, actually. But shouldn't a girl look cute after all? I bought you a bathing suit, even. Right. You too, Shirou. Make sure to escort her. Saber-chan will be in trouble if you're too shy, you know. Okay. She scolds the two of us lightheartedly. For now, the worst is behind us. The misunderstanding has been cleared. Plastered over with a misunderstanding that's even more strange than the first. All right. Having that rare win against Saber-chan today, I feel great. Oh, and Shirou, I have some tea and chocolate. Yeah. Looking to be in high spirits, Fujini seizes one of the teacups and could do nothing but watch silently as she even shakes off with a large portion of the truffles. Cosplay, huh? Guess it's popular even in this house. Sakura-chan wears black pajamas with red stripes, and even Red is on that sexy purple outfit. Maybe I should get one of those. But would it be good? But what would be good? I guess the mask could work. I'm just thinking about Jaguar Man's final ascension. Sakura-chan wears black pajamas with red stripes. Does she do that often, Taiga? Taiga's a lot more insightful. Perceptive. Let me give her credit for it. Shirou? Think of it as a new hobby, I guess. It can't be helped. Alright. I will watch out from now on. I didn't even get so depressed over it. Oh, right. About that bathing suit. Yes? There should be a better place to show it off. How about we go to a pool in Shinto sometime? Quite out of character. Scratching my cheek, I force it out. I mean, I heard a new pool opened in Shinto, so... A brief pause. Taking a quick breath. Yes, I will gladly accompany you. Just like that, pool date promise has been made. This is part of the review that I should have done at some point. A new scene appeared in a special collection. It can be chosen at the entrance on a holiday morning. On a weekend morning? When's a holiday morning? Is there nothing new with... Is there nothing new at night, then? Okay. I'll just choose a random one. Kagetsutoya? What's this one? I'm still gonna skip through it, but I'm just going to... Oh, is it conversation with... Interesting. Oh, is this the... Yeah. Oop, shit. Can't go back. I guess we're doing this now. With Saber. Cool. Okay, here it is. Wow, that was fast. I'm going to the pool with Saber. She's really been looking forward to it, and the sooner I meet my promise, the better. I stop in front of Saber's room. Now that I think about it, isn't going to the pool with Saber a completely ridiculous idea? Ugh, okay, easy. Calm down. Take a deep breath and cool down. Act natural. Keep it simple. Saber would be even more upset if it seemed like I had a problem inviting her. Okay. Hey Saber, is now a good time? Decent? Yes, it is. I have been waiting for the very question. It would be my pleasure to go with you, Shirou. Oh. It would have taken me 10 minutes just to crudely ask her to go out. Before I even managed to get it out the question, Saber had immediately replied. I see. Well, sorry to keep you waiting. I'll be waiting in the living room, so come when you're ready. No, I have been ready for a long time, so we can go right now, Saber says, as she stiffens up for some reason. It looks as though she realized she forgot something important. Saber? No, I do have to ask for some time after all. It'll be just a moment. Please wait in the living room. Okay then. I'll be there. Yielding to her odd enthusiasm, I leave the room. Saber, just what did you forget? Where that ribbon went. You going to the pool with Saber-chan? Good. Looks like you finally grew yourself a backbone. Don't call Sakura rubbish, John. Can't you just overlook it for today? Very well. Indeed, you have been waiting a long time for a chance to go to the pool. I suppose it would be more intimate if you went alone rather than all three with it. Let me review that one. Indeed, you have been waiting a long time for a chance to go to the pool. I suppose it would be more intimate if you went alone with her rather than with all three of us. And so these two devils are also idling about in my living room. Whatever the case, I spent 20 minutes making lunchboxes while ignoring these two, who refused to leave the room. Sorry to keep you waiting, Shirou. The door smoothly slide open, revealing Saber. Oh, that's really cute. As I turn towards her, my mind goes blank. That is, we got her completely different appearance. Yeah, ooh, Saber-chan, that outfit, Speed. Eugenie pretty much echoed my own thoughts. Yes, this is the one that you bought for me, Tiger. Really good outfit. I have been waiting for a chance to try it on, and today was as good a time as any. Saber mumbles bashfully. Meanwhile, Fujini is skipping happily around the room. Somewhat sulkily, Ryder gazes at Saber with an expression not unlike envy. Don't worry, Ryder. I know the envy of not having a body for the style that you like. Give me 1 second. I was actually told recently by someone not to say, well, give me 1 second, but to say, like, give me a moment or something. Because a moment is an indefined amount of time, while a second is a second, and people can annoyingly count. Okay, 1. Yeah, that was a second. It was a good point. But I keep forgetting about it. Damn, I really missed my chance to make an impression on her. How is it, Shirou? Does it not seem like we'll be... It does not seem like we will be fighting today, so I thought it would be okay to go looking like this. No problem. I guess it looks good in you as well. Really good. I'm glad to hear that. I too like these new clothes very much. Seeing Saber's smiling face, I flush crimson. I can tell this is going to be a tough going. If Saber's outfit alone is enough to make me blush, I might just die at the real event. It's a good outfit, though. Alright, let's get going. Hold down the fort, you two. No worries. Let's leave it to you, big sis. Sabertron has finally gotten a chance to change into her new form, so make sure you take your time today. Or should I say, prepare yourselves, for I shall be cooking today in Shirou's place. Virginia chuckles heartily. I really appreciate her concern for us. Alright, I'll leave it to you. Writer. Whatever happens, don't let Fujini into the kitchen. I know, Shirou. Ugh, hold on, what the heck is that supposed to mean? Sorry for the wait, Saber. Shirou, that is too much. It definitely hurt Tiger's feelings. Well, unless I say that, something bad's gonna happen. It really is for Fujini's own good. Could you be more specific about what you mean by bad? You've experienced it yourself, Saber. There'll be another tragedy like her Okonomiyaki bowl last time. I love it when they use the little chippies. Cute. On top of that, last time we came home to find Sakura and others sprawled lifelessly about the room. the shaking... The shaking Ilya on the table. It's evocative. How foolish it'll be. Of course, we must never allow such an atrocity to ever occur again. That's right. I pray for our health. By the way, this is your first time going to a pool, isn't it? Yes. What kind of place is a pool? Saber? You agreed to come along without even knowing what a pool is? Like, fundamentally? You invited me, Shirou, so it could not possibly be a bad place to go. My pulse climbs when I meet her trusting eyes. It's not like I could tell Saber I've been waiting to see her in a swimsuit all this time, so I keep my mouth shut. What's the matter, Shirou? Your face is turning red. It's nothing. Really. It's not nothing. What are we going to do if he gets sick? Allow your defenses to slack for but a moment, and that is all the disease needs to besiege them, and breach them. No, if you get closer, we'll be able to calm down again. No. Really, I'm okay. I'm fine. Fine. And take a deep breath and relax. But really, she doesn't even know what the pool is. Can she really say she was prepared for it? At first, I thought she might have put her swimsuit and towel in that unusually large bag she's carrying under her arm. So, Saber, what's in the bag? My preparations for the pool, of course. Huh? Didn't you just ask me what a pool was earlier? Shirou, you seem to have made some kind of misunderstanding. I know what a pool is. What I meant is that I'm not so sure what kind of place you are taking me to. Oh, no, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Huh. Do you know what an indoor pool is? By indoor, do you mean that the pool is located within a building? Yeah, and it's a damn big one too. That's right, you could probably fit the whole Einsburn castle inside of it. Wow, that's a big building. Does such an establishment even exist? And purely for leisure as well? Yeah, that's how extravagant the people of this country can be. Wow. That is... Now I must steal my resolve. Big ass indoor pool. The bus jolts to a stop in Shinto. The last time we came here, Saber got upset, but that doesn't seem like the case today. Oh right, by the way, what kind of swimsuit did you buy to Saber? Well, I was told to keep it a secret until I wear it, Shirou. Oh, is that so? I already have kind of a hunch, but by who? By Taiga. She told me to show it to you all of a sudden and enjoy your reaction. It's a futile plan, Fujini. It may be a sudden strike and a head-on approach, but I won't be able to bear the sight of Saber. Saber's swimsuit look anyway. Oh, Waku Waku Zabun water park, whatever the fuck. And so we are in front of the changing rooms. I part with Saber, my heart bouncing in anticipation. Needless to say, being a guy, I finished changing first, and am now waiting inside like this. I heard Saber's gonna be okay. She's usually a gallant one, but I'm worried about her being alone in a place like this. The way things are, it might have been better if Tosaka or Sakura, or maybe Fujini came along, though I'd regret it a bit. Nah, she'll probably take it as a slight on her honor if I brought someone else along. It's definitely better than it's just the two of us. In front of me is the Waku Waku Splash Guide. There's a current pool, a wave pool, a big water slide, an unbelievably high diving board, a pool for racing, and on top of that, there's all the nameless pools used for other attractions. They really do have it all. Saber won't get bored even after a whole day here. Come to think of it, she's taking a pretty long time. Since I don't come here often, I guess I wasn't prepared for how long it would take a girl to get ready. Oop. I think I saw a familiar figure out of the corner of my eye. No. That person shouldn't be in a place like this. Right? Well, looking around again, I see Saber's figure in the shadows. She's peeping at me with half her body hidden. What you doing, Saber? No, Shirou, that is... There's nothing fun about just standing over there. Come on, get over here. If she keeps staring at me from inside the women's locker room, people might mistake me for some kind of weirdo. Pausing timidly, Saber walks over. To me. I thought you would surely wear like a one piece. I figured it'd be more like Saber to choose a modest swimsuit. Good one. Good one. But instead she's wearing the complete opposite. A revealing bikini. Revealing's subjective. Really, there's so much skin in my eyes, don't know where to look. Shirou, did it really look strange on me after all? That is, I've never worn anything like this, so you probably do not think it suits me. It doesn't look strange at all. I can't even find the words to describe how good it looks on you. I do my best to say it. I wish I could have put that in more eloquent terms, but it was all I could do to get my thoughts out. Thank goodness. Since you say so, I'm not worried about people staring at me anymore. What is the matter, Shirou? What's the matter? Nothing, but look. How should I put it? It's like I'm about to collapse under the brilliant glare of the sun. Really? Well, as long as you're not too pale. No, I gotta do my best. I won't give up here. Shirou? Oh no, just talking to myself. Anyway, Saber, did you choose that swimsuit yourself? Yes, nothing knowledgeable in the matter. I asked Taiga and Sakura to choose a few for me. I then selected my favorite from among them. But... She mumbled something I can't quite make out. What was that? At first I chose the one that runs a single piece, but I ended up with this one after being told that it would make you happier. Saber looks at me anxiously. Seeing that face, I can't stay looking like a fool any longer. Yeah, it makes me really happy. Same for me. Seeing you smile like this, Shirou, makes me want to jump for joy. Wow, too dazzling. Oh, I won't lose to you in happiness here. Rentaro-ass line. That I'm so happy I want to run around is what I want to reply with, but I balk at the thought of entering into such a futile contest. Okay, so where do you want to go first, Saber? Thank you for asking, but I have no idea what would be best. Please decide for us. Oh, well... let's rule out heading to the water slides or other thrilling attractions for now. The wave pools are well, but let's start with a normal pool first. Shirou? Did you see something you wanted to try? No, not quite. Saber looks uncomfortable. It's not as if anyone's staring, but there are quite a few people looking at us by now. Sorry. I know you don't like being the center of attention, right? For now, why don't we just go somewhere? No, I'm actually trying to ignore them, but... Well, let us talk about that something else. Shirou, this may seem sudden, but do you know how to swim? Yeah, but as well as the next guy. That's good to hear. Saber, could it be that you can't? That is correct. I dare say it is quite embarrassing. Dare say. Your memory is all fuzzy like Archer's? That's not it. To tell you the truth, Shirou, I have never had to swim before. Since I was granted divine protection by the Lady of the Lake, I have been able to walk on water without sinking. Therefore, in the battlefield, I would simply run over bodies of water. A shocking new truth. Saber can actually walk on water like a ninja? Or Jesus? Even now? Yes, I can walk on water without even being aware of it. Damn, my inner image of King Arthur became even more profound. At this rate, if I ask her whether she can fly or maybe she prefers bathing in lava instead. No, I'll leave that aside for now. Not Arthur, but I think for sure somebody else on the round table could fly. Like, definitely. I want to say Bedivere, because there's a lot with Bedivere. A lot of bullshit. Protection of the fairies, huh? Wait, but that doesn't mean you can't go underwater, does it? That is correct. Otherwise, I'd not well have been able to even use a bathtub. Now that you mention it, that's exactly what it was. Back then, Saber really seemed like she had the grace of a goddess when I walked in on her bed. Whoa, hold on. Hold on a second. I accidentally have a vivid flashback of that spectacle. Shirou? It's not what you... As calm as you can. Forget about that and focus on the conversation. So you've never gone swimming in like a river or lake or anything? I have partially submerged my body in water before, but I've never actually experienced swimming. Besides, since I became the king, I could not include myself before other people. So that's where the dare say came from. Since she's never swam before, she doesn't even know she can swim. I apologize. I should have told you earlier. Hey, it isn't your fault. Really. I'm the one that forcibly insisted that you should come with me in the first place, right? Of course. I'm not forcing myself to do anything. It is entirely my own fault. I was so happy to be asked out by you, I completely forgot to tell you sooner. Wait, you were happy to come here with me? Huh? No, it was just a figure of speech. Rather, I was just having fun. I'm excited to test my abilities against a new challenge. That's all I'm saying. Her attitude's saying, let's jump in already. Okie dokie. Anyway, let's get in the pool. Well, I am looking forward to it, but there is something before that, Shirou. They want to eat something before we get in? That's a bad idea. It can cause cramps. No, that is not the case. If it is fine with you, could you teach me how to swim? Oop, shit. How to swim? Yes, as the opportunity has presented itself, learning it now would probably prove beneficial in the future. I see. Right. That way, next time, you can have fun too. So will you teach me? Of course, you're always training me in swordsmanship, so I don't really have to be so reserved, right? Okay, then I'll be counting on you, Shirou. Leave it to me. Have you actually planned to come here again? It's not really decided, but when I went to buy a swimsuit, Tiger said something about everybody going together. Interesting. Solga. Yes, however, I'm happy to have come with you before that. I appreciate Tiger's consideration. That's right. It would be hard on you to tell everyone you haven't swam before as well. That's not what I meant, Shirou. I'm not the most intelligent person, but you really are just hopeless. Huh? Well, I'm well aware that I'm not the most empathetic of people, but when did this become a competition of insensitivity? No matter, it is nothing. Let us begin. Yeah, is the training pool there, right? Oh, is the training pool over there all right? A training pool? Such a place actually exists? It does. There are other people like you who come here to practice swimming too. Though it's best not to mention that the ones using it are mainly children. Well, there are other pools, like those just for racing, so it doesn't really seem like they're solely for playing around. I see. There's certainly a great variety of them. There's probably not another place so dedicated to the art of swimming in the entire world. We will be grateful for that such precious facility was erected here in the town of Fuyuki. Saber's nodding with admiration. She's impressed by the oddest of things. She's that taken aback by a place of this size, I can't imagine what her reaction would be if we take her to the largest water park in Kanto. We are now at the practice pool. Luckily, there weren't any little kids there, and most of the people are in place swimming. It feels almost as if it was reserved just for us. Saber, you're not afraid of water, are you? I do not fear it, but why do you ask? Well, there aren't quite a few people that think water is scary. In those cases, it's usually better to start by having them put their faces in the water. Really? I think it's counterintuitive. Then there is no problem. I'm not afraid of water. Why, if you wished, I could even run across the waters of the stormy Logan. Instant answer, huh? Well, I guess there's no way you'd be scared of anything, Saber. It was kind of a stupid question. Lugrain? I don't know. Something Welsh, probably. How rude. Even I have things I'm scared of. No way. Now I want to know. Come on, tell me. What are you so afraid of, Saber? You seem quite excited, Shirou. Are you that interested in my weaknesses? Of course I am. You're the ones always protecting me. If there comes a time I need to protect you, then it would be helpful to know. Of course, I won't miss a chance to tease her about it either. Yes, well, perhaps another time. Right now, we have swimming practice. Come, let's begin, Shirou. I promise to teach you. I guess that's more important. With a splash, I step into the water. First, why don't we have her take a few steps, just to get her used to the feeling of resistance. Okay, Saber, come on with me. As the first step, to give you a taste of how heavy the water feels, how much it pushes back on a human body. Whoa! Wait. What the fuck was that sudden gust of wind? Oh, it certainly is more difficult to maintain my footing than on land. But there's no problem. Once I get the hang of it, even the weight of the water's no hindrance. Water truly is the stuff of life, it seems. Well. No. This has nothing to do with it being the stuff of life. With a giggle, Saber smiles triumphantly. Vigorously and without a hint of difficulty, she walks into the water. Much faster than me, pretty much running in fact. She has no need to swim at all. As if she has no use at all. And it's not like she has to worry about predicting the current or where it'll take her, so she doesn't have any trouble at all. I see. Even having superpowers is a disadvantage sometimes. Shirou, why are you staring at me? I was just feeling my way along. You're doing it wrong, Saber. I'm used to you being full of surprises, but right now this is just too much. She takes flight naturally like a bird. So first I have to clip her wings. Shirou? What's with those hand movements? It's like the killer robots we saw last night. First we'll take the red course. I have to try my best to be an ordinary human. Wait, I went too far. I apologize. Yes, it was Charlotte's me to run in the water and intercept and impress you, Shirou. This time I will seriously listen to you, so... Now I got her. Shirou, the feet are touching the ground? Saber frantically splashes around in the water. Holding down her delicate body, I teach her the true horrors of water first. Good. Good. And then, little by little, I shall teach this superwoman what effort means. Here, Saber. Lift your butt more and relax your stomach. But Shirou, won't I sink if I do that? Saber continues to panic. Rather than just sinking, the HMS Saber 01 is having some flooding trouble with her ballast tanks. Should she let go of this hand, she'll be crushed by pressure. Amen. Please lift me higher, Shirou. The human body cannot float on water. No, that's up to your own dedication and effort. The human body does float relatively well, actually, and the water won't kill you. It's the stuff of life, after all. Unbelievable. Who taught you to spew such lies? I wonder if she's just not made for the water, or if it's her fighting spirit that's giving her so much trouble. It might be easier if Saber weren't fighting the current with all of her strength. Desperately trying to stay above the surface, her finely toned legs are thrashing in the water. Her feet disturb the peaceful surface, like a bulldozer tearing up the earth. Aren't you lucky, Saber? Illy isn't here today. After all, her theme song is a ballad about drowning. What, really? What? That eerie song, Die Lorelei, that is. Really? Interesting. Oh. Sure, let us stop. This water is too dangerous. We never should have come out to the sea. If this was the ocean, you'd actually have an easier time staying afloat. Okay, I'm going to let go. Slowly. She sure is sinking magnificently. Mere swimming and staying afloat were two different skills after all. No matter how good her reflexes are, they don't seem to manifest themselves for just staying afloat. Ah, no good, Saber. You need to stop kicking and just relax. I don't have any strength left. If I stop moving my feet, I know I will sink. Well, that'll make it even harder to stay up. That's it. Why don't you play that? That way you'll definitely float. Besides, it's better if she saves her energy. Dead man's float. But it's a disgraceful thing for her not to do. But is it the first step towards swimming? For some people. Here, I'll hold your hand if it makes you feel any better. Fine. There's no different than taking my own life, Shirou. I shall drown, then please... If I shall drown, then please revive me. So... After that, you can probably guess what happened. I see, Shirou. So this is how you float. The splashing sound of her kicking is less frantic than before. Saber's still confused, but she's also used to being in the water alarmingly fast. Her flutter kick is still awkward, but it seems to have grasped the idea of putting power into it perfectly. There. Great job, Saber. You'll be swimming on your own soon enough. Please wait. It's still too early for that, Shirou. Could you please slow down some more and stop every once in a while? Saber clings to me desperately. She can mostly swim on her own by now, but she refuses to let go of my arm. I see that the most important things are balance and breathing. As you said, Shirou, it is important to take a deep breath before trying to float. Yes. Saber keeps paddling forward. Matching her pace, I slowly move backwards. Her hair looks especially golden. Somehow, I feel like I'm being relied upon by a newborn chick. Here I go. Saber's supple legs flex through the water. What's been looking like a stick pounding water moments ago is destined to look more like the tail of a fish. Looking through the water is an entirely different sensation than the earth. I understand the concept now, but it seems I am not suited for this. Again, Saber's improving by the second, but she just won't let go of my hand. Her honest personality can't help it. She's actually learned to swim by now, but she can't deal with the floaty feeling of being in the water. Saber, can I walk? Yes, Shirou. I would not mind if you went for just a little faster than before. Total earnestness. In her desire to master swimming as quickly as possible, she challenged herself in spite of her fear. How like an honest student, there's no greater joy for an instructor than this, without any ill intentions. Well, not much is true, but regardless of how seriously she challenges the pool, the sight of Saber's body is causing wicked thoughts to take root in my mind. I hold my breath and gaze at Saber. Looking at her straight on would set my face burning. I try to keep my vision faint as I steal sidelong glances at the perfect symmetry of her body. The radiance of that white skin makes me feel dizzy. How amazing it would feel if she were to hold that soft, supple body to mine in an embrace. Honestly, if I weren't at the pool right now, there's no question she'd be in my arms. Shirou, you have stopped walking. Saber flutters her legs. From a desire to improve as fast as possible, or from a wish to try her for herself now that she's growing more used to it. In any case, her serious attitude is in giving her all, forces me to erase the thoughts from my mind. Sorry, I was distracted. It seems like you're getting the hang of it, so I'm going to pull you a bit faster. Looks like she gets swim around 10, maybe 25 meters on her own already. But I'll still do my best to lead her until she gains enough confidence in herself. We've only just gotten started. After this, there'll be many chances as I would like for the two of us to swim. Sure, as I suspected, once I build up enough speed, I appear to be fine. Rather than swimming, I seem to have greater difficulty floating. Whether she's embarrassed by this, I can't tell. However, even after she's learned to swim this far by herself, how could it be that she's still having trouble staying afloat? Saber seems to be cut out for diving, at least for a moment. Whatever that means. I imagine Saber walking across the bottom of the sea, standing perfectly upright. It's too perfect. I have to fight back a smile in order to not give myself away. Shirou, is my form correct? No, Saber, your form's fine. I was just thinking about why it's hard for you to float. A reason why it's hard for me to float? Yeah, according to one theory, muscle mass doesn't float well. Saber, you don't have any excess fat, right? That's why compared to normal people, it'd be more difficult for you to stay afloat. Is that so? I've caused you much trouble by not knowing this. Moreover, you must prefer a more feminine physique after all. But the difference shouldn't be that big at all. It's hardly enough to handicap you, really. Saber, your body's already as smooth and defined as a sculpture. I think it's pretty obvious. Rather, I think that the flexible way your body moves makes you look really attractive. Hey, Saber, you're sinking. Don't go tense now. My warning is in vain, and Saber leaves a trail of bubbles behind her as she begins to sink. What followed was a struggle of almost 6 minutes in length, where no matter how hard I pulled, I could not bring Saber up to the surface. She may have set a new world record for free diving down there. And even a whole hour has passed since the start of our practice. Before the clock hit noon, Saber had already matured admirably as a swimmer. I may not be particularly skilled myself, but to see her achieve nearly the same level already is nothing short of extraordinary. It's almost noon. Want to rest for a bit? Indeed, this would be a good time to pause. Let us have lunch a little early. Okay, I'll go get the food, so go find a place to eat in the meantime. Understood. I'll be waiting, Shirou. I pick up the lunchbox from the locker and return to the pool. I had no trouble at all finding conspicuous-looking Saber from far away, thinking at the same time this may be a big mistake. A beautiful woman all alone at the pool is bound to attract unwanted attention. I'm back, Saber. Did anyone strange try to talk to you? Someone did. Most withdrew after I told them I'd been accompanied here today, but there was one unreasonably persistent fellow among them. He even sat uninvited in your seat at the table. What happened to him? I don't see anyone fitting that description around here. They just told me he's at the bottom of the pool or something. Nothing at all. Another man who seemed to have business with the first came over and removed him quite forcibly. Come to think of it, I felt as though I knew him from somewhere. No? Maybe that's why he helped you out. That may be so. If I could figure out his identity, I would like to thank him properly. Yeah, I should thank him too. With that taken care of, I pull myself together and lay out our lunch. The main course is hand rolls and inari sushi, along with several side dishes. A separate Tupperware container holds pint-sized fried chicken and hash browns. The east and west inconsistent mix lends to a meal a certain kind of charm. Since we came all this way, I figured we better eat something they sell around here. I figured it'd be better to eat something around here, but I decided to play it safe and try saving some money too. I do not understand why you're trying to keep expenses at a minimum, but I will support you in your endeavor. Well, I would like to sample the food here. I think the food you make is truly the most comforting, Shirou. I reckon that's a reward in itself. But the food they have here is pretty good too, you know. Freshness of the food is an important selling point. True. Nevertheless, to me, your box lunches are the best. No. Well... Wait, calm down. I'm getting distracted by Saber, which isn't good since we both came here to swim. Today was supposed to be just a relaxing day for the both of us to enjoy. Then eat as much as you'd like, Saber. But dessert will be shaved ice from over here. I point to the banner advertising green tea and red bean shaved ice that I saw on the way to the locker room. Agreed. Well then, let's eat. Yeah, help yourself. Clasping my hands together, I discreetly take a deep breath and split my disposable chopsticks with a snap. Just as I did, a hand reaches and grabs a piece of my omelet. Too much salt. You should have taken more care when frying it. If you took into account this would be a boxed lunch, you could have cooked it a bit longer to preserve the flavor. What the? I don't believe this. How could you do something as unforgivable as intruding on a happy couple spending a peaceful day at Waku Waku Splash? Who the hell do you think you... Archer? How dare you steal my omelet, knave? That's not what you should be concerned about, Saber. I take it you're familiar with the custom of tasting food for poison, right? Even though it's autumn, you should make sure these eggs are fresh, you know. What's this? You really should watch what you put into your stomach at a place like this. This is too much. I can't even look at you in the face after this. You wouldn't like it if I burst out laughing, would you, right? Are you implying she was cooking a stale? That is an insulting, Archer. Food only 2 or 3 days old would never be enough to tipple me. That's Nobody should be angry about Saber. Hey, what exactly are you doing here? I don't see why you need to have a reason. This is a public facility, right? There's nothing strange about me being here. No, it's very strange. It may be none of my business, but I do notice how out of place you look already, idiot. Well, fine. But did you pay the entrance fee like you were supposed to? Stupid question. I'm not so lacking in class that I go swimming in my spirit form. Oh yeah? So what about your outfit? That's supposed to be a swimsuit? Archer doesn't answer. With his red overcoat gone, I hope Archer's not going to insist that what's underneath is his diving suit. But he must have some reason to be here looking like that. Whatever. Nothing to do with me. Oh! What? A new villain? Yeah. Give me 1 second. I gotta take care of something. Getting up and stretching felt really good. Though I'm still a little bit tired. I'm probably going to cut it after we finish up with the pool party here. Hey, this stuff's actually pretty tasty. You're as picky or as extravagant as ever, you tan freak. And then, as if it were completely natural, the man in the Hawaiian shirt takes another bite out of my lunch. Is this because I didn't talk to you at the pier? You know, Saber, didn't some weirdo bother you earlier? That's it. So you were the one who helped me out earlier. Why did you come here? Huh? Why? Because I saw you guys come in here, of course. I ain't got that much free time, and I ain't such a loser that I come here by myself either. Lancer's busy stuffing his face with food. Sarah and I are both taken aback. Archer coolly looks on. It seems that the happy atmosphere we had earlier is suddenly getting clouded. Hey, your cooking ain't half bad, lad. What's wrong? You guys not gonna eat? You hardly had a bite of anything. As I was saying, why are you eating my food as though it were yours? Why, you say? It's my just reward, ain't it? After I helped Saber out and all. Besides, keeping such a treasure all for yourself would be pretty rude, you know. He swallows and resumes chewing. Lance is gobbling down the food he's declared to be his reward. In the face of such tyranny, neither I nor Saber can think of anything to say. But even then, there are manners to be observed, Lancer. Also, if you lay so much as a finger on those Futamaki rolls, I'm going to plunge you into a world of pain. Plunge me into what? You mean the pool? Lance's cocky smirk looks like he just heard a funny joke. No, I refer to Excalibur. Saber smiled softly, as though assuring him that it would be very amusing indeed. Well, whatever. It's good to eat in moderation, so I'll leave it at that. Lancer quickly withdraws from our lunch. A good choice. I don't know about Archer or Lancer, but I can tell Saber was completely serious. Well, enough joking around then. Max's gaze is fixed on Saber. Well, what is it? He looks her over from head to toe, not in a vulgar way, but more as though to praise an opponent before battle. And then, nodding as if to affirm something. And a swimsuits like that, kid? No, Saber picked it out and bought it herself. Shirou! Well, to be honest with you, it's such a waste. Listen, let me tell you something. This is the kind of swimsuit you save to wear once you've matured as a woman. Oh god. Before Lancer could finish, he disappeared from my field of vision. That was fast. Archer mumbles as I am still absorbing what had just happened. Sure, I'll certainly excuse myself for a moment. I shall be thankful if you would leave some of the food for me. Yeah. I couldn't do anything but nod my head. Saber heads off in the direction she sent Lancer flying too. That's scary. To think that the fury she unleashed on him just now wasn't enough for her. Well, it's what they call angering a dragon. Come to think of it, one of the legends about her included a tale of fighting against one. Don't go eating her lunch while you say that. If you have a problem with the taste of my food, just go make it yourself. Do I look like I have that much free time? Besides, isn't cooking your thing? It'll be your thing once you head over to Grand Order. Seeing as it's the only skill you're any good at, if I were to take over, then there'd be no place for you anymore. Archer chuckles. As I thought. This guy sucks. Looks like things are quite lively over there. Following a huge splash, a geyser erupts from the pool. As Lancer tries to say something to her, Saber sends him flying through the air with one hand. Humans fly pretty well, don't they? That reminds me when I got kicked by Lancer. I did fly pretty far. Saber must be serious. I feel no kindness in his trajectory. If the stew here is way too strong, if you're going to use star anise, you have to be careful about when in the process you add it. Again, who does he think he is nitpicking at other people's cooking? Wait, this isn't the time for that. I have to stop Saber. Nah, just leave him be. It'll be over before you know it. Besides, you'll just get dragged into it if you get too close. What about this brawl makes you think it'll be over anytime soon? Saber just learned how to swim today, right? There's no way she'll be a match for Lancer with the survival skills he has. It'll be over once he manages to get away. You were watching us? I happen to see you out of the corner of my eye. My eyes are pretty sharp, you know. Wait, what the hell? Archer's face stiffens. Yeah. Looking over, I see Lancer dive into the water and disappear right in front of Saber. But here comes Saber. Shit. She must have heard him. Running across the water like a jet ski after him. Oh shit! As one would expect, things aren't looking good for him. I'm starting to hear screams from the poolside. This is turning into quite a mess. Is Saber planning on killing him here? If she does, we'd be in serious trouble. Shit, looks like he's not calming down. We gotta stop her. I run towards the pool. At this rate, the ones that take Saber away from here are gonna be the police. I'm very sorry, Shirou. Luckily, the place where the huge splash went up was right under the diving board, making it easy to find and stop the two of them. Actually, just Saber, before things got out of control. Think well of what you've done. I know Lancer started it, but it doesn't excuse you losing your composure. Saber shrinks away in shame. It's clear that she really does regret it. After all, she did start an outrageous battle in public water park, in front of lots of ordinary people who came here for the day. Still, I have to say, he did really good giving Lancer that beating. It'd be nice if that's all it took for him to teach him a lesson. That is a relief. I myself felt quite refreshed after slamming him into the bottom of the pool from atop the diving board. I take it back. She's not repented at all. Only just a tinge of regret. So what happened to Lancer in the end? Archer took him into custody. Perhaps he'll bury him somewhere in the church's flower bed. Allow me to clarify. Dumping him back in the church may have been Archer's idea, but the rest have been Saber's demand. I'll discuss this with Archer later. Rather than a demand, it was more like a threat. If I can't get her to listen, then this will probably end with Saber raising Fuyuki at the ground. Well then, let's continue practicing. Oh, well, let's continue practicing. Yes, however, Shirou, are you truly fine with this? With what? It's just that I caused a scene earlier. Is that not going to be a problem? I see. She's worried about the negative attention. There were probably lots of crying children during the commotion who might point out, that violent lady from earlier. Well, it's not that big a deal, is it? Everyone came here to play after all, so if it was entertaining, they'll probably be okay with it. Don't worry about it. Well, I hope that is the case. That's right. And when we finish practicing, do you want to have some fun? As you are now, we could probably go to any pool you like. I think the wave pool is pretty cool. Oh no, the previous pool is more than exciting enough. Also, all the other ones are too crowded. It would not be able to hold on to Shirou there. Saber whispers, embarrassed. Well, I'd also prefer it if it was just the two of us as well. Got it. So why don't we keep going? Yes, this afternoon I shall improve even more, Shirou. Saber walks happily into the practice pool. Once I see her progress during the afternoon, I'm sure we'll be able to move into the racing pool after this. Saber's making tremendous progress so quickly. He swam 25 meters without even stopping to catch her breath, in perfect form for the crawl no less, and executed beautiful turns in the water that any pro swimmer would be envied. How was that, Shirou? Compared to this morning, I think my flaws have decreased. Forget about flaws. I barely have anything left to teach you. Oop. So I finally conquered swimming then. What is a relief. I can finally swim together with you now, Shirou. Actually, she was already more than good enough to do that this morning. Wait, was that actually her purpose to begin with? I see. In that case, how about we have a little race, Saber? You've improved this much. Just swimming normally must be boring, right? I agree. I think it would be fun to compete with you, Shirou. It's rare to see Saber in such high spirits. Her happiness is infectious. I can't help but become elated as we head towards the largest pool for competitions. That's right. And then, unknown to me, the curtain rose on the second tragedy of the day. He's gonna fucking smoke his ass. Oh, it's gonna be terrible. Shirou, are you okay? More or less fine. I answer her question as I convulse at the poolside. It's been 1 hour. My muscles are screaming in agony. My endurance is sapped to rock bottom. I'm sure a vital part of me died on the inside that I can never get back. The disastrous scene was due to my own negligence. In my first race against Saber, I beat her without thinking. I forgot about her characteristic trait of being extremely competitive. One more time. I request a media match, Shirou. Huh? I noticed the air of unrest far too late. As I just said, let us race one more time. In sports, I had a winner or loser cannot be decided by just a single match. Fair matches are 3 rounds. First of each 2 points being the winner. With that, Saber challenged me to a duel. Thus, with each subsequent match, Saber's speed rose. The world's worst swimming competition had begun. Before Saber finally beat me, we had already raced 15 times. That's 3,000 meters. Then, to calm Saber down, we raced 15 more times, and she wouldn't have me just let her win there. Forget. What a sore loser you are. Ever. What are you saying? You make it sound like this is all my fault. Well, I guess. I guess it's my fault for forgetting. Ugh. There's so much lactic acid in all my muscles right now, I can't even take a step. There's still time before sunset, yet we won't be able to play in any of the pools of this ring. It's regrettable, but playing with Saber in the wave pool and just having a race down the water slides will have to wait for another day, it seems. The pool now closed, the crowds steadily dissipate, and we slowly make our way back home. Though it seemed like a bright summer day, the sky took on an autumn haze as we headed back. Sure, I have no excuse for what happened today. We finally had a whole day off and I had to make a mess of it. Huh? What, you still worried about that? I said it's okay. It was fun in its own way. Rather than me, I was worried about that you weren't enjoying yourself. Don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry about it. Pool's open every day of the year. You can come again anytime. That is true, I suppose. Still another chance. Please be at ease. I will not behave disgracefully like that ever again. I regret that only after today's experience I have become painfully aware of my own weaknesses. She hangs her head, reflecting on her actions. It's fine. Your aversion to losing is one of your strengths, Saber. Well, I appreciate it if you'd remember the next time it happens. Indeed. It's going to take time, but I believe I will learn from today. Okay, I know I shouldn't laugh, but she's well on her way to recovering from the trauma of today's events. In other words, that's how much she wants to cherish her memories of today. The memories of wearing her best clothes and coming to a pool for the first time, that is. It looks like Saber's just as nervous as I am. I see. But it sure was a lot of fun, Saber. Yes. You taught me how to swim, and I very much enjoyed racing against you, Shirou. So no complaints about today. It was well worth it. It'd be hard-pressed to think of another time we had this much fun. And with that day, the day ended as it always had. Just like any other day, we got onto the bus and returned to Miyama. Our artificial summer ends. As the sky dims from twilight to evening, we cross the bridge and head home. Ooh. Alright. We had a little bit of an extended one, and I am quite tired. So, I'm gonna leave it right here. Save the time, yeah. Because I am sleepy. Just want to take a look at special. Anything new? There. Oh, yay. Hey! Nice. Saber with sweet potato left. The clothes for the date, center left. And the swimsuit, center right and right. Well, that much is clear to see. It was a swimsuit that defied expectations by being a two-piece. The date clothes seemed to follow Tsukuri Monjo's original design. What's wrong, Rin? Your face is red. Your bisexual is showing. Yeah, you know, even after that unfair swimsuit, it goes without saying. That evil potato-eating Saber. Do you get it? Yeah, I get it. The feelings of Emiya-kun, who will end up feeding her for all eternity. Now I get it. Keep it in moderation, all right. There's only so many calories on the planet. What an interesting way to look at that. So many calories on the planet. Okay. They extra threw me off because I spent like almost 2 hours this morning trying to figure out an optimal reading path for all the Nikkei stories and sub stories and events and shit. I found it. I found my particular optimal path based off of someone who's gone through like all the story and all sorts of other stuff and like release order and stuff, chronological order. It took 2 hours and I didn't even technically really get everything. That's a good story. It helps that they voice act in English a lot of the main story stuff. So that means that I can just pop it on whenever I'm doing something, treat it like a podcast. But there it is. Really makes getting into the story a lot easier than certain other ones. But yeah, that's that for today, guys. I hope whenever you see this, you have a lovely rest of your day, the rest of your week. Make sure to take care of yourself, and if you have an opportunity to go swimming, never a bad time, I think. All right. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care. Bye now.